Hello, everybody. This is Owen Crockett. I am here tonight to talk to you about heavy metal. This background music is none other than Nile, the most badass fucking thrash metal band of all fucking time. I don't say that very many people are better than Slayer, but you know what? Nile, better than Slayer. They are from, I believe, Norway, and they are fucking badass, dude. Like, a lot of metal bands, okay, they think they're badass. They have, like, songs that are, like, 2 or 3 minutes. That ain't shit, man. Nile, this song alone is fucking over 8 minutes long. 8 minutes. That's rocking. If you make a song for fucking 2 minutes, you ain't doing shit. The fucking drummer for Nile has to fucking keep his shit going for 8 minutes straight. Double bass, fucking hi-hats, everything. That is fucking metal right there. Fucking bands like claim that they're fucking heavy metal, like fucking Breaking Benjamins, and fucking Flyleaf and shit like that, man. That isn't metal, dude. They shouldn't have genre metal, you know. Most places, when you see a genre, it says alternative. That's where they belong, alternative. You know, Music has gone really downhill since the end of the 90s, really, because the 90s had Pantera, they had Metallica when they were still drinking, when they were still badass. When Metallica stopped drinking and doing drugs, don't get me wrong, I'm not an advocate of drinking or doing drugs. It's a really bad thing, it's done bad things in my life. But, you know what, some bands, when they stop, they just immediately start to sound like shit. And Metallica is one of them. Really, James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, they need to drink some beer. And then maybe they'll be badass again. But until then, they probably won't, you know. Uh, anyways, yeah, what are the bands in the 90s? Yeah, you had Pantera, you had Metallica when they were badass, you had, Ozzy when he was still, fairly young, let me see here, you had bands like fucking Slipknot that were just coming out, Godsmack was just getting big, Korn was fucking doing really, really badass. I remember having Korn in my fucking tape player. I've been skateboarding down the street in fucking Anaheim, California. It was awesome, man. That was a good time. But now, you got so many of these fucking bands that, try to pretend like they're fucking badass, and they're really not. Like, Avenged Sevenfold? No. No. Avenged Sevenfold, I mean, it ain't shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys' drummer died, but, I'm not really too butthurt about it. Because, you guys aren't that good of a band. What is another band that thinks of this shit? Kill Switch Engage. Okay, check this out. I was at Mayhem Fest 2009, right? And I was there with, let me see here. Let me see if I can adjust the camera a little bit better. Hold on one second. Technical difficulty. Anyway, I was at Mayhem Fest 2009. I was there with my dad and my friend at the time, Zachary Swell, and my other friend, Krista Martinez. And it was they were starting the main stage up, right? And I had just seen fucking Cannibal Corpse, dude. They are the most vile and grotesque, metal band of all time. Like, with names, their song names are say it all, fucking entrails ripped from a virgin's cunt, pounded into dust, uh, hammer smash face, fucked with the knife, I come blood, like, it's just awful stuff, but it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I don't know what they're saying half the time anyway, so it's not really that bad. The first time I heard Cannibal Corpse, I was like 8 or 9 years old, and my dad, he's always been in heavy metal, so he popped it in to the tape player, and I heard Cannibal Corpse. This was a Gallery Suicide album, and it was fucking amazing, dude. And I was like, Dad, what is this? You know, back then, you'd be surprised, but I was able to cuss for my dad. So I was like, Dad, what the fuck is this? You know, and he was like, it's Cannibal Corpse, right? So I take the tape and I start reading the lyrics, man. I had no idea what I was reading. I was like shocked at what they were talking about. You know, half the stuff I had no clue what a cunt was in the first place when I was 8. I mean, kids these days, they know pretty much everything now. You got kids having sex at 10. I lost my virginity when I was 15 and I had no clue what was going on. Anyways, so me and my dad had just got through seeing freaking Black Dahlia Murder, Whitechapel, uh, Job for a Cowboy, and last but not least, Cannibal Corpse. Okay, we saw his bands on the second stage of Mayhem Fest. Fucking amazing, dude. My dad even got in the pit during Job for a Cowboy. My dad was 52 at the time, and he freaking owned that pit, dude. He was launching motherfuckers around that motherfucker. Anyways, uh, so, so yeah, we go to the other stage, right, and like, it just totally, like, the whole pace of the show, like, just went, like, it just started sucking ass, dude. Because the first band that started up, after, like, everybody walked from Cannibal Corpse, we see Bullet for My Valentine. You know, if you've ever heard Bullet for a Valentine, for My Valentine, something like that, they're really like, you know, more like melody rock, you know, and they're really just like girly and shit, you know. They have a song called Curses and All Things I Hate, and, you know, they're just not that great. Well, after that, right, Killswitch Engage comes on the stage, right, and, they think that they're badass, right? They're like, you guys ready for some real metal? And I looked at my friend Zach and I was like, really, dude? Like, we just got through seeing uh, uh, Cannibal Corpse, right? And this guy is asking me if I'm ready to see some real metal. Okay, I just got out of a freaking, like, wall of death, right? A wall of death. I don't know if you know what that is, but a wall of death is where one side of the crowd gets right here, right? One side gets all lined up, right? And the other one gets like there, and when the song starts, they go, you know, they freaking just collide into each other. And it's just like extremely painful, but it's hardcore. You know, the last song that Cannibal Corpse played was Hammer Smash Face. And it was glorious. He was like, I want to see you guys make the biggest fucking pit ever. I want everybody to be moving. And if you did not want to be in that pit, oh well, you were in it. You know, my dad was in it. I was in it. You know, the cool thing about Cannibal Corpse is that the lead singer, he plays World of Warcraft, dude. That is badass. You know, that shows that World of Warcraft is a game for badasses. Hold on one second, because, you know, I have to start the song to another song by Nile. So just give me 1 second. All right. I'm going to put down Cast Down the Heretic. And that's one of their shorter songs, and it's still 5 minutes long. Okay, so that just goes to show, you know, they're still fucking badass, okay? Yeah, the shortest songs are usually like 5 or 6 minutes. But anyway, so, yeah, Killswitch Engage is like, yeah, you guys want to see some real metal? It's like, dude, no, dude, you're not metal. You're not thrash metal, dude. You're another one of those melodic metal bands. Don't get me wrong, I kind of like Killswitch Engage, you know, Broken Heartache and Arms of Sorrow and shit like that. They're pretty good, you know. They have good melody and shit like that, so I do appreciate them. But they're not what I consider, you know, fucking metal, okay? You know, fucking Ozzy is more metal than fucking Killswitch Engage, you know. Ozzy is the fucking, you know, starter of it all. Black Sabbath, you know. They fucking started all this shit. So, you know, Killswitch Engage. Don't ever say that again in